you a journal that I have just finished. It's been a while, I know, but this has been a hell of a week. We had lightning strike, and then there was theft in the home and cops and all sorts of stuff to deal with. And I finally today managed to put the finishing touches on this journal. Now this journal, the cover is made with the fabric packets that I'm selling. So I thought I would show you what to do with the fabric pieces in there, or give you an idea of what to do. And I will be doing a tutorial of this particular journal. So the closure is calico that has been tea-dyed and quite dark, as you can see. And that is the spine. I call this almost like my patchwork journal. And obviously it's a hard cover. And this cover is actually one I had laying around that was supposed to be a mini album that never got finished. So I've turned it into a journal. I had to rip out the spines inside and do it. So this is joined together. This is just a curtain ring, and I've just sewn this on with a bit of lace. I have glued it on. You know, I like to glue my closures on because otherwise you'll end up losing them. And then it's velcroed in place. Can you see that? So it's very simple, and I've left it quite loose, so if you want to add photographs in here, you've got room to move, room to expand. So this is the hardcover made from chipboard, and all I've done is taken the bits of fabric, cut them up, and glued them on using my hot glue. In fact, let me switch my hot gun off, my glue gun off. And I've added this here so the name of the person can be written here, and there's room to slip a card in if you so choose. And this is all just bits and pieces, and I've had this old English coin, faux coin of course, that I've put on here, the buttons, and all just like patchwork. I just cut it up and glued it on. Very, very easy to make. You can just see the cover was covered with green cardstock and olive green, and then on the inside I glued calico. I put it right the way through. Like I say, I will do a tutorial of making a cover like this with bits and pieces. And then again, from the same stash of fabric, I just made a fold, very simple, and glued it on. And this is actually pinned on. I bought this fabric at Metro. Really, really great. And I just pinned it on. I put the pin this way instead of the other way, so it's pointing inward. There we go. So this is quite an interesting journal. I did use some scrapbook paper. Well, I use bits and pieces that I have lying around, not paying rent as usual. I don't like these loafers. They must pay rent and move on. So here are some journaling cards from a scrapbook paper that I bought. This is chipboard, and in here is a genuine postcard. The back, it's not written on, but it is a vintage one. There's no year unfortunately on here, but you can see that it's aged, you know, that real aged look. And it's just a postcard of a cathedral. And this is an altered envelope that I've made. Tuck spot from a cupcake wrapper. Faux stamp. You can see the bits and pieces I've glued on there. And there's another little tuck spot in here, and in here I just put a hot air balloon. And the usual collage of fabrics, lace, and ephemera. So that just slides, that away. Then here is another, no, this is a packet. That's right. This is a packet that I've collaged onto a journaling card. All bits and pieces lying in my stash. There's the packet in here, and then there's a bit of a pocket here. Isn't she beautiful? I love this. And that opens out for journaling, and that goes in there. A bit of string, collaging different papers on. This comes out. I also broke apart another vintage mini album that I had sort of made, the papers, you know, and I don't like it anymore, so I put the bits and pieces in here. So journaling space here, and there we go. And it goes in here. This is a bit of envelope. Here's a tag which goes in the end of the envelope that I used here. Didn't want to waste it, so I stuck it in there. This is Avo dyed and Rooibos tea dyed. Bookmarks to write on. I was considering cutting it off, but I kind of like the tatty thing. Some stenciling there. And there's lots of little pockets made from map paper. Kind of just threw this together. So that goes in there. I'll get it in one of these days. There we go. More to write on. Just stapled together. So that goes in that pocket behind the map. And then this is an envelope that I've stuck some cards in. All lying around, not paying rent as usual. Loafers that they are. So that goes here. Bit of a ruffle there. And so on. Like I say, bits and pieces. There's a little bit. This is from a necklace. And I just added some stuff, some postcards. I use French crochet paper that I montaged onto here. A bit of washi tape there. And that goes here. And this one is out. This is also a genuine vintage ticket for a show at the Pretoria Theatre, and it is dated 1958. How about that? 26th of September 1958. And of course you can journal on the back. So that goes in there. Bit of a journaling space here and there. This is a packet, glassine packet with stenciling. This is a book page. It's also a vintage book page that I glued onto here. Another one, little journaling spot, tuck spot. It opens, stenciled on the back. Okay, and this is also a genuine vintage ATC card. Antonius, Antique Rome. How about that? With the statue, Antonius, I suppose. Yeah, I was going to say David, but it's not. So that will go in there. So you can use it to journal on the back if you want. Stuck some fabric on there. This is another envelope. Just a random card I put in here. This opens. Oops. Hang on. Let me show you. So you have a tuck spot there to put papers in, another tuck spot in here, and of course you have the envelope. So that closes, and that goes here, anywhere you want really, it doesn't matter. And my aged paper clip, and that goes that side. So that is the first signature, and here's another little pocket. Bit of ephemera in and journaling there. Then we have another envelope here I made with the aged paper clip with an envelope. Really, really nice. And that goes in here. And this is one of those Project Life cards, and I've got hundreds of them that I just distressed on the edges and added washi tape there and up there. And a bit of dictionary paper here, so envelope. And I fancied up the back and I made that tuck spot there. And this is an Old Republic's faux stamp on a tag. Then we have another packet here. Why isn't this opening? Have I glued it together? I think I have. Let me see. Okay, that does not open, but you have, oh, that's right. No, it doesn't open. I made a pocket on the back, so you can journal on there if you want. And there's a charm here of a tree, and that is a little, I don't know if you can see that. It's actually a chair, a lounger. You probably won't see it on camera. And in here is some ephemera. And these again are vintage tickets from the 1960s. I only managed to get a few of these. They're actually vintage, so you can journal on the back. So there is a lot of genuine vintage stuff in here. And those are just journaling, you know, I like to learn. I leave lots of journaling space. And here is another vintage page, genuine vintage, the 20th of April, 1946. How about that? It is all in Afrikaans. Really, really nice. Let me see. 1946, hey? That's the Second World War. Journaling cards. Here's another one. Let me show you the back. Here's more journaling space. Index card that I coffee dyed and added some washi tape. And this is a dictionary paper pocket that I sewed on. There we go. Those are all just your normal journaling pages. And this is a tuck spot here, so you can put stuff inside. And I thought this was quite cool with the doily, etc. And then you have this. This again is another vintage postcard, downtown Los Angeles. And I think this is 1960. This is written on, and it's 1962. So it's a bit of ephemera there. I thought that was quite cool. And here is some more journaling space. And in here, let me take this off, the pin out, because that actually opens. So it is a pocket in here that is loose. So you can also journal on the back. And another vintage. It doesn't want to come out. Why don't you want to come out? There we go. There we go. So you can use this. There we go. It's sticky there. I'll have to leave it out and do it. So that comes out. And you can use this for a photograph. Let me just leave this because I must find a way to touch that up. So the vintage envelope postcard goes in here. And the next one. What am I doing? I don't know how it was now. How did I have this? I think it was like that with that inside. That's right. And this comes over, so you can also write on here, but this is very grungy. I made it very grungy. And I'm just warning you. And this is also very grungy. So that goes there. And just another journaling card for you. So lots of vintage ephemera, genuine vintage ephemera in here. Over here's a little tuck spot, and this is a packet, and lots of journaling space. So that goes in there. And of course there's another like pocket or tuck spot in there. That's the other half of that vintage newspaper thing. Here's another packet, bit of a tuck spot in there. This one opens for you to put whatever. And here is another vintage photograph. Look at this guy. You know, it makes me wonder what happened to him. What was his life like? As you can see, the photograph was taken in Cape Town on Adderley Street. There isn't a year on here, unfortunately, but yeah, it is a genuine vintage. And here's a tag for writing on. And my throat is getting all scratchy again. It's a hay fever. There we go. This is an envelope. Inside is a postcard and more writing space. A picture of from an old book. Excuse me. So it was quite cool. I love the colors. There's a tuck spot here with another one of those Project Life cards. A little bit there. This actually does open down, so you can write on or fill out this. And inside is a not so vintage baggage tag from the Santorini collection. So that goes in there with the clip. Just a bit of a collage there. Another glassine packet with very grungy tags. And oh yeah, this is another tuck spot in there, so you have two tuck spots here and another one in there. Oh, faux vintage stamp. And then here. I just used a gel medium to put this on here. And there's a pocket here, a little booklet comes out, just a little bit, another one of these, and I just put on there. That goes in there. These are baggage tags I made, and there's a pocket behind the baggage tags, or the baggage tags are in a pocket. Just some writing space there. And there is a bit of a tuck spot in here. And these are fussy cut out. Some stamps and little journaling cards. Here we go. Another embossed envelope that I coffee stained. And this is a little tuck spot for journaling cards. Oh, put back in there. Oh my goodness, why do I have these coughing fits on camera? Really? Here we go. And we'll just bypass these. This is just again lying around doing nothing. So I put it in here into this tuck spot here. Little pocket there with another little pocket with journaling in it. And a chipboard tag. So these go in here. This is made from baking paper. And it goes in there, and I just put a stamp on there. Turn that over. There's a bit of journaling space here. This comes out. It's an altered card with just some lace and more journaling paper. This clip comes out. And that opens out, and I think I'm going to have to put some fabric there or something to hold that in place. And that goes there. And of course, it opens up for you to journal around. Or picture. Whatever you want to do. Actually, I want to leave that outside. Don't forget to fix that. And this goes on the back of the paper clip. So here is another little envelope I made from the baking paper. Put a stamp on, distressed it. And inside we got 2 more journaling places. So that goes in there. To hold it down. And this very grungy postcard. And like I said, this was attached with the paper clip here. I'll just put it in. There we go. And I got this from the Congress Library in America, and I pointed it out. So it opens there. I'll just quickly flip through that. We have the embossed. We have another tuck spot with another vintage paper clip and a postcard. I made this journal for my one of my sons, where I'm going to put photographs of my father and, just outline his life a bit. And this is one of the photographs of my father from the 1930s, I would think. 1940s, yeah. So I'm going to stick it, I need to scan it because I want to keep it, always. And then I will stick it on here. So I keep calling it album. Journal is actually not for sale. Bit of fabric here, fabric pocket. Another bag here. And in here is another pocket because I've got papers and stuff from him. So all this will be used to put some photographs and, like I said, journal a little bit about his life as a memory book for my boys. And like I said earlier, soon to follow will be a tutorial on how to make this cover or something similar. It's not going to be exactly the same, of course, using one of my fabric packs. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Ciao now. Bye bye.